Welcome back to another video. My name is Milk and today I'll be talking about my favorite micro four thirds lens, the Panasonic Leica 10-25 f1.7. I've been using micro four thirds cameras since 2013. Back then I was using Olympus. Now I'm shooting with GH5. While I enjoy the portability of micro four thirds cameras, we all know there's one major weakness, it's low light performance. So that is why I always had to rely on faster glasses with big aperture, mostly prime lenses, to get an okay image quality in low light. While one can argue that I could get away with using prime lenses, that's not for me. I'm more a run and gun shooting type. I used to have to always carry 3 lenses on every trip. This lens I'm using right here, Sigma 16mm f1.4, a Metacon 25mm f0.95, and Panasonic 35-100 f2.8. Using multiple lenses always slows me down when I'm on a trip or when I work. And using standard zoom lens doesn't give me the fast aperture that I needed either. And that is why this lens comes in handy. A zoom lens with a constant f1.7? That is unheard of. So when this lens was announced, I knew I had to get my hands on one. And I did. What did it cost? Oh. So high price tag aside, there was no other lenses like this one. So as I said, it's constant f1.7 aperture with a zoom range of 10mm to 25, which translates to 20 to 50mm in full frame world. I think I can get by with that focal length range. A wide focal length, which is awesome for landscape, check. A nifty 50 for portrait, check. A telephoto for sport. Now I had to get my other lenses. This is one cool lens for video. You see, first of all, it has a D-click aperture ring, so you can smoothly change the exposure. This is awesome when you go from a bright place to a darker place, or vice versa. You can smoothly change the exposure instead of having the cameras go like click, 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 click because of the click aperture. This can be anything between f1.7 to f22. And if you want to control the aperture on the camera, just put it on A, auto. Also, the lens has a manual focus clutch, so you can quickly switch to manual focusing, and it comes with a distance scale. They're gear ready. They are teethy. They're ready to be rigged with a wireless focus pulling system. So instead of having a focus puller come and spin your lens, you can rig the focus pulling wirelessly and have somebody push focus. The next reason it's so good for video is it has minimal, and I mean minimal, focus breathing. So usually when you use a still lens to film video with, when you focus from close to far or far to close, either way, the image gets distorted. That's not the case with this lens. The image remains consistent and natural throughout.
ลืมบอกไปอีกอย่างว่าเลนส์นี้โฟกัสแบบ Parfocal ด้วยซึ่งหมายความว่าเวลาเราซูมเข้าหรือซูมออกมันไม่เปลี่ยนโฟกัสสามารถโฟกัสค้างไว้ที่เดิมได้เลย
And I think for video, that lack of focus breathing will give you the edge and up your production value. The next reason is so cool is it's splash proof, grease proof, and dust proof. Also, it comes with this lens hood. It's plastic. Not this lens hood, this lens hood. It's plastic, which I prefer over metal lens hood. Because if you drop it head on, the metal lens hood would likely transfer the impact throughout the whole lens. But this, the plastic is flexible. It absorbs much better. And the next cool thing is the most important thing for me is the image quality. It's just so razor sharp. You might have seen throughout this video, I might have already put some sample images and video for you. But this is not even a prime lens, but it acts like a prime lens. It's so sharp with bright aperture, and wow, like it just gives much more value to the camera you already own. Like my GH5 I've been using for years. This just makes it that much more valuable. So this video would not be a good review if I only talked about the pros and not the cons. So the first con, it's size and weight. You might have already guessed it, it's big and it's not light. So usually when I was using small lenses, I always had cameras on me everywhere I went. When I went to see my friends, when I went travel. But having this stuck to my cameras all the time, since it's so versatile, sometimes it makes me not want to pick my cameras up and just use my phone instead. It's a hassle to carry around, like it takes quite some effort to take it off the bag and put it back. I can't carry it around my neck anymore, so I have to use like a belt clip to carry my cameras. It is heavy. That being said, it's still lighter than having to carry a lot of prime lenses. So looking at the mark on the lens, it replaces 10mm prime lens, 12mm, 14mm, 18 or 17, that's like 35 in full frame, and 25, which is 50 in full frame. This already replaces a lot of lenses. That rhymes. Which is why I am kinda in a love-hate relationship with this lens. If you want a lens to be a studio filming lens, this is awesome. You don't have to waste time changing lenses. If you want to go travel with one lens, this is awesome too, if you can put up with the weight and size of it. If you want to rig this in the studio, then again, this is awesome too, because you have gears, or again, that gears can be sharp, and when you're holding camera like this, when you grip the camera, sometimes it just scratches your finger. So do I love this lens more than I hate this lens? Yes, I love this lens more. It allows me to capture the moment that I would have otherwise missed. It's so versatile, it's built really well. It's got cool video features like manual focus clutch with a distance scale. It is travel ready, splash proof, breeze proof, dust proof. I think this lens is awesome. If you already own micro four thirds cameras, it adds that much more value to the cameras. Okay, thank you for watching guys. If you've made it this far in the video, I thank you very much. And if this video has given you some new insight or you've learned something new from it, please consider liking or subscribing. Thank you very much, and I'll see you in the next video.